Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Rick Roll. Alright, I got a little something personal I got to do today. About 20 years ago, I realized that I needed reading glasses because I wasn't able to read some of the small print that was coming out in the CD reports that I was getting at the time. And at the point I figured, okay, I only need reading glasses, I don't need regular glasses to see. And so I went with that, and honestly I've dodged a bullet for a very, very long time. My parents both had basically just seeing glasses in their 40s, so I'm almost 60, and I've gotten a long ways in life without needing to wear glasses in general. But in the past year or two, I've noticed that my long distance vision has been really going downhill. I'm having difficulty reading street signs until I'm right on top of them. There's displays at work that I need to be able to see sometimes from a distance, and I can't see them very clearly. So today we're going to take a trip over to Lens Crafters and get myself set up for some regular glasses. Let's go. Now you may be asking, why is it I'm going to a place like Lens Crafters versus going to a traditional optometrist? And actually the answer is pretty clear. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up getting bifocals, so I don't have to bring two pairs of glasses with me all the time. And Lens Crafters are the people that did my original reading glasses prescription, and so they're going to have a record of what that prescription is, and they'll be able to incorporate it into the glasses for me. So yeah, that's sort of where I'm going with that. I don't actually have the paperwork that shows the original prescription, and in the past when Lens Crafters has tried to determine my prescription by looking at my glasses, they haven't been able to do so. I'm kind of tough on my glasses. I got a lot of scratches and stuff like that on it, and I think that screws up their computers. So like I said, they'll have a record of what my prescription was, and we can move forward with that. Alright, here we are at the Richland Mall. Alright, so Lens Crafters wasn't able to accommodate me today. The Lens Crafters I've been to before have had the optometrist right there in the store, but apparently they've contracted out to an actual optometrist, which is literally right next door to the Lens Crafters, and they can't see me until next week. So we're going to continue this video next week. I'll see you then. Alright, it's the following Monday. My optometrist appointment is in about a half hour, and I'm going to head on over there and let's see how bad my eyes really are. Alright, I'm done with the appointment with the optometrist, and he did definitely say I needed a little bit of correction on my distance vision, so there's my prescription. So I guess what they got is something called the progressive lens. It's kind of all the benefits of the bifocals without the double vision and the line between the two zones. So I think that's probably what we're going to end up getting, so that I can both read and see. That should be nice, right? Alright, so we got part one of that done. Let's go over to Lens Crafters now, pick out some frames. Alright, we're done with that. I picked up my frames. They're very similar to my reading glasses frames, although they got a little blue tint to them. You know, I kind of want to have the glasses kind of be minimized a little bit. Now, in the past, Lens Crafters have been able to whip up a lens for me in a few hours, but I guess they aren't doing that with this prescription, and it's going to be 7 to 10 days before I can pick them up. So I'll see you in 7 to 10 days. Alright, it's 9 days later, and I just got a text message from Lens Crafters that my glasses are ready to be picked up. That's good timing too, because I go back to work tomorrow, and I'm actually looking forward to actually being able to see what I do at work. It's going to be a big change. Let's go to Lens Crafters. Alright, so I got my glasses, and I'm just kind of wandering around the mall a little bit to kind of get used to them. It is a little different. This isn't a single lens, it's like a trifocal lens where I have one region of glasses for long distance, one that's kind of for mid-range, and one that's for lower distance, like for close distance, like reading. And it's a little weird kind of getting used to it, because sometimes if you look a little to your side or you look down a little bit, see, I hold my head up like this now, I can see the camera nice and clearly, but when I'm looking at this, the long distance is nice and clear, but the image on the screen is really blurry and out of focus. So it's going to take a little while getting used to that. They say 7 to 10 days, and your brain will kind of adapt to it, but I am already able to see more at distance than I used to, so that's a good thing. Now, one of the things I'm noticing with this, it's going to take a little getting used to, I think, is that when I'm looking straight ahead to kind of follow what's going on in front of me and then kind of see like the steps or something out of the peripheral looking kind of down while I'm kind of looking ahead through my peripheral vision, the lens kind of causes the image to twist a little bit, and it's almost like looking through a fisheye lens at the stairs. Like I said, it isn't really a serious thing, but it's something I've noticed and something I'll have to kind of be aware of. All right, so yeah, I drove home with the glasses. I'm kind of compensating already a little bit. One of the things I'm discovering is I'm having to tip my head more to get into the appropriate lens range, because like I said, there's 3 different ranges, kind of distant, kind of middle, and close. And so you kind of have to tip your head up like this or down like this. As I said before, you know, this is relatively blurry, but when I tip up like this, I can see pretty clearly. Another thing I tend to do is use my eyes rather than turning my head. I'll kind of shift my eyes a little bit, and I can't do that because I go too far off axis and the image kind of gets blurry out here on the edge, whereas it's really sharp in the front. So like I said, it's just going to be a little getting used to, but I think in the long run this is going to be better. I'm already impressed with the way I can see better, you know, both at distance and kind of mid-range. You know, sometimes when I'm driving someplace and using the GPS to navigate, I have a hard time seeing what's on the screen. That's not going to be an issue anymore. I might have to tip my head a little bit to see it, but that's definitely going to be a lot better, and hopefully these glasses will actually last a little bit longer too. I have reading glasses, but they're all banged up, and largely that's because I'm taking them on, you know, putting them on, taking them off all the time, and I don't always put them back in the box, and or they get dropped when I'm putting them on or taking them off. And hopefully, since I'm hopefully going to wear these most of the time now, it shouldn't be as much of an issue for me. So it's going to be a little adapting period, but like I said, I'm going to work tomorrow. I'm going to bring these in, and we're going to wear them all day, and we'll use them in a real world application and see how it works out. It is going to be nice to be able to see what I'm doing again. So I think that is all that I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night. One other thing I kind of noticed when I was editing this video, I decided to do a little comment on it afterwards. I'm going to probably have to adjust the monitor on my computer now, because I'm used to kind of having the monitor kind of at my eye level. And so, you know, it's at the same level as my eyes are when I'm sitting in the chair. But when I'm doing that now, I'm finding I'm really having to tip my head up a lot in order to be able to see that close. So I think what I'm going to probably have to do at some point is lower the monitor and maybe have it point up a little bit so that I can still see clearly. You know, it's going to probably be more of an angle like that rather than right at eye level. But, you know, that's one of these things I'm just going to have to adapt to over time, and we're going to have to adapt my world a little bit to work with them, and we'll go from there. But I've got all sorts of options for me right now, and I think these are going to still work out to be a good thing.